road trip. The first game we going to Green Bay, Wisconsin to face the Packers. Then we be on our way to San Francisco once we beat Green Bay to play the 49ers. So, you know, we finna get it in. So just let me do this. Alright, we finna get it in just a second, y'all. Just try to call. Oh, my sister just called, text me.
Please leave your...
Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
Some water.
We'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 18 carries, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
And that falls to the ground. A nice job of bottling him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
That sure looks like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. It was just third down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's
first down, young man.
It's just a third play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Last week, several good performances in the NFC, but he was the conference's offensive player of the week, well over 100 yards.
And just the ability to make catches. You know, that gets underplayed sometimes because we're always looking for the move or the big run. But catch the football consistently, that racks up the yardage.
That was my fault.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker. The Cowboys at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott flushed out right. And he is caught by Lamb. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Elliott. And they go the wrong way on this one.
What's good with you, Jacqueline K. Dudley?
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Drop that 100% and hit that like button.
They'll try again on second and
Deidre Lawrence, 35. Thanks for the 100%, love.
Here's Prescott. Looking in zone, but it's
Deidre Lawrence, 35. What's your name on YouTube?
But you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. Here's Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there. It's going to bring up a 4th down.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here.
Thank you, Jacqueline K. Dudley.
You and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Garabay's kick is good, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
He ain't coming out.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here we go with the Packer offense, guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Okay, we starting out that way.
Within shouting distance of Dan Marino at 61,361 career yards. And with that last play, Charles, he just went past Dan Marino.
I'm struggling over here. And the only reason is when you hear about him passing a Dan Marino,
A legend.
it makes you step back and really take stock of his career. And you realize it's not just about the numbers. It's about the accomplishments. It's about the play. How great has his career been to pass Dan Marino's? I'd say pretty darn great.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Throw complete there. Rodgers. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. And that'll be
Made his ass drop it. Good job. All right, let's apply some pressure.
Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to our 3rd and 3. Rodgers to throw once more. And
got him.
This one that's intercepted.
Ooh, shit.
There he goes. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead grows to 10-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they they'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better. You throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines to roll.
Yes, sir.
You're not hearing everyone
what I wish.
get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back.
Hell yeah, nigga, I know what you're saying. Get out there and make my money, nigga.
Here's Jones again on second down. And he's
saying what?
Bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction.
Nigga, like I told you earlier, man, I think that's a bunch of bullshit right there.
This defense really is winning.
That's a bunch of bullshit because, okay, y'all was doing damn good. Now they saying he's saying you behind the month. So how in the fuck is you behind the month? And they supposed to cover them for, was it 3 months or just a month?
Your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They're supposed to cover.
And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
But like I said, I think it's some fuckery shit going on.
Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
But now it's just you working. It's some fuckery shit going on, bro.
From the 34
Nigga, Alberta know what the fuck going on, bro.
Rodgers now to throw. That's caught right side by Amari Rodgers. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. A pair of first downs gives them a first and 10 up at the 44. Now a first down carry by Jones. And a lane slowly materializing there as he gets maybe a yard up to the 45.
Nigga, like I'm saying, bro, there's some fuckery shit going on.
Not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
I'm playing football.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Yeah. I'm only doing 2 games, and then later I'm going to do another 2.
But the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. And give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first half, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Yeah.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
SER.
Throwing is Rodgers. The quick throw knocked it.
I'm lost.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free.
What the fuck is a SER? I think Alberta been on Section 8 for a minute. And they ain't saying.
Rodgers going to throw. That's complete to Dobbs.
Damn it.
And he is going to have the Packers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On first down,
Yeah, hit me back, bro.
that's taken in by Watson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Okay.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught.
God damn.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point behind the goal is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And let's gauge our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield creating extra blocks for us.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
I know it. I know exactly where I'm at.
Prescott on first down. Steps away to his left.
God damn it.
Incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Flush to his right. Open man, right side is Lamb. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
10 seconds, so get out of here. Special team. Go for this field goal.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now.
Oh, shit.
Garabay's kick is good.
There
And the
we
lead
go.
stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report.
Shout out to the two.
What's going on around the NFL? We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Josh Allen, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Devin Duvernay leading the way with 3 touchdown catches.
Damn. Okay.
And then lastly, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. His guys have the lead at Lambeau as we send you back up to Green Bay and rejoin Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
All right, y'all.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to be
You gotta play smart.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback.
Let's apply some pressure.
Here's Jones again on second down. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Rodgers to throw. He finds Watson complete.
Okay.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Rodgers now on first down.
Oh, yeah. Good job. Good job. Good job. Okay.
It looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. Touchdown!
Packers!
Aaron Jones, 38 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point by Nagore is up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
All right.
That to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first
Oh, come on,
Make sure
man.
the block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They come up now.
We need 5 yards, y'all.
The incomplete pass. Up the middle. Here's Elliott. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Come on. We could have get this
They've
first
got to
down.
find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Running with Elliott. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost it. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there as he pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm willing to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Off the option is Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw there complete to Rodgers. And they're going to set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Damn.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Jones again.
Hey, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
Jones with his 6th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. So an important drive for them there.
Okay, I know what we got to do.
Charles, definitely in their favor now.
Yeah, I know exactly what we got to do.
A 1-point game, and if you get the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only one score. But you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up.
All right, I know what we got to do here. All right, let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll
First
be looking
down.
for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
First down, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Able to hit
First down. Oh, okay, bet.
9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 2nd down, Elliott.
First down.
At the 48.
Like I said, y'all want to play.
First.
2nd and 1 is
Y'all
always an
want to
invitation to
play.
take a shot downfield. But the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
A first down throw for Prescott.
Oh, that motherfucker. They double teamed. Okay, hold that thought game.
No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
We need 10 yards.
Complete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
That's all we need.
Prescott. And that is
Oh, come on, dude.
too much. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game,
First down.
60% just to be in the average range.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. But he's got a first down to boot.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive.
Shit, you alive?
I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
A first down carry by Elliott. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on,
yeah, we could have. Oh, okay, well, fuck it. I picked the wrong play, but fuck
The
it.
previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. To throw is Prescott.
Oh, got you wide open. Woo.
He's got his man.
First down.
And he's down
First fucking down.
at the 4 before he's out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Y'all want to play?
Goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
Okay, bet.
Elliott.
Touchdown, baby. Get the fuck out of my way. Get the fuck out of my way.
So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
You damn. Whoa. Okay.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Prescott, they're going to throw for it.
Yes.
Conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still
Yeah.
on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got him in, able to find Rodgers.
2-minute warning.
He's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. To throw is Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Rodgers.
Oh, motherfucker.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the
Come on, y'all. Give me an interception.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a
burn
loss
time,
of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. An inside give to Jones. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
They trying to eat time. I see what these bitches doing.
By the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right half.